So in this video, we're going to be reacting to TDog and kind of around the controversy and drama around the prices on the Black Ops 1 and the Black Ops 2 port. And I'm very curious from TDog's perspective because he's the Call of Duty guy, the Call of Duty bag meme that you see on Twitter on a constant basis. But I love watching his content and his kind of perspective because he has a little different perspective than most people in the community. Obviously, if you pay attention to stuff. But at the same time, it's going to be interesting because prices, I'm a little bit on the fence and I'm very frustrated the way Activision is acting with these prices, but there's a lot of people in the Call of Duty community that are completely opposite of what I am, and they're willing to pay these prices, and it's very curious to see what his perspective is on this.
I'm really sad right now. Sad or mad, I guess one of the two.
I'm kind of conflicted.
Talk about something that came out last night. I was gonna cover it last night, but I had already posted a Vanguard video. Maybe I should have just done this instead, but
probably.
We went and saw Toy Story, me and the wife, Toy Story 5.
Have not seen it yet. I'm hoping
to
see it pretty soon.
Let me just process all the information that's coming out, see if any more news comes out, and then I'll make a video in the morning. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning right now. And so I want to talk about the news that dropped last night. Now, if you didn't watch the video 2 days ago, I was talking about kind of my biggest concerns with Black Ops 2.
That being pricing.
Coming back to the PS5 with the ports. And one of the big ones was, I guess, pricing and kind of how it worked. And I guess with the games themselves being ports, were you able to kind of use the discs if you already bought it? So let's just go over the news. So Charlie Intel, oh boy, he put this tweet up last night.
I'm not happy.
It already has 13,000 likes and 3 million views. Now, when I look at news,
that is crazy.
Kind of to see what's worth covering.
I can imagine the dislikes if there was dislikes.
Do the metrics based on Charlie Intel and Modern Warzone's tweets. If they're picking up traction and people are talking about them, it's like, okay, that's probably worth a video. It's probably worth a conversation piece. Obviously, with the Black Ops 1 and 2 ports being the most liked Treyarch tweet of all time, I'm like, yes. All right, we got some hype again.
Yeah, we do.
I said it in the previous video as well. I had a buddy of mine come up to me at the gym and ask me about when the Black Ops 2 ports were coming out, or the Black Ops ports. The casual doesn't talk about Call of Duty like that anymore. So that word spread like wildfire.
It got crazy.
It's something that people are interested in now, and now they're paying attention. And as soon as you get people paying attention, that's when you got to take advantage of all this information and hype. Okay, so here's what happened yesterday. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, and I'm going to give you my opinion on kind of what's going on here and what I think Call of Duty should do. So Charlie Intel tweets out Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 on. Yeah,
this is where I'm going to start talking about this for a second. Like, seeing base game $40, each game is $40 each, which would be, if I wanted to get both games and try out both games, that would be $80. If I wanted to get individual DLC, which, if I'm not mistaken, there was 2 to 4 DLCs per game, if I remember correctly. We're talking like around like $150, $140 for both games. You get the season pass, it's $30 or whatever. Yeah, cool. But it's still like each game is $30. Let's say that they're both $30 for the previous DLCs. Let's just say that. And let's say it's $80 plus that is $60. Bro, we're paying around $140 for these both games that are fucking 15 to 12 years old. And people I'm seeing on Twitter that I have opinion on is they're literally sitting there justifying this price. Oh, it's fine, $40, whatever the case may be, and things of that. Bro, it is an old game. I can get these ports on Steam, not even on Steam, because Steam fucking publishers, obviously Activision is going to put it at 60, and you look at it, oh, it's $60 here, so $40 ain't that bad. But if you actually literally pay attention, go to GameStop, go to actual places to find the games, or actually go on other websites to find these prices, Black Ops 1 is like $12 to $10. And fucking literally, Black Ops 2 you can probably find for $20. Probably even less on websites and stuff like that. And I still say this to this day is, why are we doing, they're not changing anything besides the servers? Why are we playing the individual DLC? Guess what? I will agree to this point. If they did not put, if they, the $40, the game itself was $40 singly, the Black Ops 1, but it came with the DLC. Okay, $40 is a good price. That's fine. The DLC comes with the $40 game, and then you have Black Ops 2. So $80 for both games with DLC. I could find a justification for that. That's fine. Cool. I would actually succeed to that. But being $40 each individual DLC is $10. Like, if I want to play certain maps now, it causes a complete issue. And I've said this is one of the reasons why a lot of people couldn't play with other friends, because people didn't have DLCs. So a lot of times, that's what the issue is here, is they're completely separating the player base once again. Now, it was the same thing back then that they do now, which I always had an issue with back in the old Call of Duty, was doing this. And now they're doing it right again. If they just put the base price and the DLCs combined with the $40, that would be perfect. But them doing this season pass to individual DLCs with the base price, bro, people justifying this for a port, bro, is just crazy to me. It is crazy to me. I can find a price on Steam, not on Steam, on fucking websites and other things, and get the Steam keys for cheaper than this. Even without the server issues and stuff like that. Like, that's why it's coming to the point where, what are we doing? What are we doing? They're just like, if you know what, people are going to buy this regardless. If it's $40 price tag, people are going to pay for this. People are going to get the season pass. They are going to justify this regardless. It doesn't matter if it does well. They're going to keep on doing this ports, and they're going to do this, and this going to fucking money hung the hell out of you guys with sheep-minded individuals. And for me, I'm a little bit in a different situation, is which I make content and do stuff like that, so I can kind of justify doing this. But somebody that is a non-content creator, that is a casual player, that wants to hop on this game and see these prices, it's like, what the hell? Like, I can find it somewhere else. And it's like, people are going to say, it's so $40, get your money up. It's just, bro, the prices are egregious. Just saying, for a game that's 12 years old, should not be at this price point. That's just my opinion. Like, I can understand the DLC. If the DLC was combined with the $40 for each game, and it'll be $80 for both, guess what? I would gladly pay for those. No question. But it's a goddamn port. It's not a remaster. It's not nothing. If I'm not mistaken, what is Modern Warfare Remastered right now? What is Modern Warfare Remastered right now? I'm going to look this up. So I looked this up. Modern Warfare Remastered, the game that they actually put money into to make this thing happen, guess what? It is $40. A port is $40, and a remaster that took more time to do cost the same price. And literally, like if I'm being honest, like, what is, like, there's no like, I don't remember they added DLC for this game. So, like, literally, the game itself is $40. You get all the stuff with it because they gave everything with it. That's why I'm sitting here today, and people are justifying this. Modern Warfare Remastered is a remastered, and the port is the same price. They didn't do nothing to it besides adding new servers, and they're justifying this. And I'm like, that's why I'm annoyed. But I know I'm ranting for too long. Let's get back
on PC and Xbox. Got some store updates today. Meaning the base game is going to be $40 each. So Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 are both $40. Not combined, by the way. Individual DLCs, so Map Pack 1, 2, 3, 4, they're going to be $10 now. Back in the day, they were $15. I guess previously they were $15. The season pass, where you get all of them, are $30. It's going to be $30 now. That was previously $50. Now, the MTX camo, so weaponized 115, Benjamins, all that good stuff, they are going to be free.
Yeah, cool skins for free.
That's the update that Xbox got. Now, his final line is what caused the controversy. This could be how the PlayStation ports are priced too. And let's just say people didn't like that very much. And
yes, like that is like something, even though I'm ranting here, it just seems like if they're gonna price this here to that, they're gonna do the same thing to PlayStation. I could be wrong. You can bite me in the ass when it happens, but they can't. They need to do something different here. If they're seeing the controversy around this and they're seeing the leaks, they got to justify or to actually sit here and change what they're seeing.
To be honest with you, I kind of don't blame them. So I first want to talk about how so far we have nothing. I guess with the Xbox side of things, there is no updates. Like we're not getting the ports over there. PC's not getting the ports. So in my head, I'm still thinking maybe that these are different products is kind of my hope. But I wrote down some notes on kind of what I thought was gonna be the situation here. And like I said, Charlie Intel tweeted that these prices for the Xbox will. He's not confirming this, but it's like
he's not fully
the prices for PS. So if you add it all up, if you want to get everything, it's like $80 for both the games. It's going to be $30 for both season pass, and then so you're at like $160. I just think that this is such a bad idea. I've said it in so many videos. It feels like every time Call of Duty has some momentum and positivity around it,
leaks happen, and it probably could be true, and they've ruined the hype. I think Call of Duty, what they struggle to do is actually give feedback and actually tell you how much or the prices are going to be. If leaks come out, the next second they see this is they got to confirm or deny that these are the prices for the PlayStation. Come on, if there's no way these guys are not on Twitter and seeing Charlie Intel make these statements. They're sitting there being quiet. Once again, Activision is doing this bullshit. This is not a Treyarch thing. Activision, the publisher, they pull the prices. This is what's annoying here. This is not a Treyarch thing. This is not an Infinity Ward. This is straight fucking Activision in their fucking greed.
They just seem to like trip over something, kick themselves in the back, and then it's just like, can't we just have something that launches that is just it launches smoothly and everybody has fun?
Facts.
So my initial suggestion in the other video was I would love to see them do some sort of bundle price. Now let me reiterate
exactly a bundle
as many times as I can. This is nowhere confirmed that these are the PlayStation prices. This is a port where the Xbox ones are, you can use the disc, and it's the old, gameplay servers, all that crap.
But the funny thing is, I get that, TDog, but we gotta also realize the same thing. These might be the prices for Xbox, but those are old servers, and they're still pricing these at that price. What could be the PlayStation? Could it be higher? If they I recommend if they do anything to justify this, they need to do a bundle. If they do a price like this, they gotta say, hey, here's an $80 to a $90 bundle for all games, the DLC, everything. Here you go. If you get all the games, that's fine. But I'm still not justifying what I'm seeing with prices right now. This is on Xbox servers, without a question. But when the PlayStation comes out, it better not be like this.
This is PS5 is a port, so we have no wording on how they're going to be doing this. But I really think, in my opinion, they need to put them as a bundle price. I said
agree.
Initially like 2 for $50.
Yeah, see, I'm even low. I'm about. I was even justifying like $80 for both for the DLCs or whatever the case may be, but lowers $50. I kind of agree. I was sitting there seeing $40 or $50 because Modern Warfare Remastered is literally $40 and it's a remaster. They did a lot more work, but then you look at this, they're changing that. And I agree. If they can get 50, I wouldn't even question it. But I'm just looking at Activision and their greed. I don't see them going that way.
The DLC for Pete's sake. I talked about how Battlefront Classic Collection was something that came out a few years back. My boy Realistic mentioned to me this morning that Red Dead also got a port, and I think it was $50. I feel like I remember them getting flack for charging $50 for their port. But you know, I keep comparing it to Battlefront. It was Battlefront 1 and 2. Both of those games were very old. They were ported over. It was new servers. There was a little bit of a graphic jump. Like, it wasn't anything crazy. It was almost like they just kind of enhanced the resolution a little bit to match. Like, it was definitely still the same graphics. It was just enhanced a little bit. And they charged $50. Now, unfortunately, that thing flopped terribly, and, you know, it seemed like a ripoff, but at least they kept it to a price that was, like, manageable.
Yeah, like, that's manageable.
I just think people that have already purchased Black Ops 1 and 2, they have the discs sitting right next to them. They've purchased some of
like, literally, I have it on my PC. At home in my, like, actual parents' house. Like, literally, I have the Xbox 360 version of Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3 on both consoles, PS3 and Xbox 360. And I literally sitting here like, bro, I can go into GameStop and get these same games or antique stores for less than what they're fucking charging for the new one.
DLC. They're going to be like, why can't I just plug this game in? And again, there's no word on that either.
See, that's another thing. That's another thing. They haven't confirmed if I can, in my PS5, slip in a Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3, or not even that, Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2 disc into my console and play it. If that, like, they haven't fully confirmed that yet. So I don't even know if that's the case. If not, I'm not even going to be paying for the game. I'm just going to drive over to family and go grab me the disc. But they haven't even confirmed that either.
Spoken about, hey, if you plug in your BO2 copy to your PS5, you would get like a DLC, or you would get like a download code or something. I think that's not going to work because of the PlayStation 5 servers. I know that I'm kind of all over the place here, but
yeah.
It's a different game. If I'm understanding correctly, it's these
different servers, everything
are gonna be working on a PS5 server now, PS4.
But I think the disc is literally like a server license, so technically they can make it.
I just think that most people are gonna see this as a money grab. They're gonna see it as, oh wow, they just brought back these games.
Oh no, this is a money grab.
They're really just selling them at this crazy price so they can make up the money from BO7 failing. And again, as a Call of Duty fanboy, as somebody that wants to see this franchise be back to the glory that it once was, I can see their points. You know, it makes perfect sense. Hey, let's go bring back the highest rated video games in our history, charge people an arm and a leg because we know they'll buy it because of nostalgia, and we'll make up the money that Black Ops 7 lost because we decided to do 2 Black Ops games in a row.
Literally.
Okay?
It's just crazy.
They got a point, don't they, folks?
It's fucking greed.
So I think people are going to see it as a money grab. Already on the replies of the tweets, you're seeing the people kind of turn a little bit, which doesn't take much on Twitter. You know,
well, it doesn't.
Here we go again.
It doesn't. But generally, it's so fucking dumb, but it's just true. Like, the casual fan base in the Call of Duty community, literally, it doesn't matter about the media or the people's perspective. Like, people think Black Ops 7 was terrible. I think it was a solid multiplayer. But, like, I will still say, and I'll still say this with my whole chest, they ruined this from marketing and the campaign, and that is the casual standpoint of players. And people saying that people just play multiplayer, I would have to honestly disagree. The soul of Call of Duty is belonged through the campaign first, then multiplayer second. That is generally my opinion. That's why there's so many beloved characters that people love in this franchise. Ghost, Price, and fucking literally in the Modern Warfare side of things. Like, go into Black Ops, you can just fucking say Woods for Christ's sakes, and people will say, oh, that's Black Ops. Like, that is something I always bring up every time. And people just sit there. It's like, oh, most people just play Call of Duty for the multiplayer. And then particularly miss the soundtracks, the music, the maps, the creations throughout the campaign that made these maps we see on multiplayer today. I kind of have to disagree a lot of times when I see people online talking, because I said most people are not you guys. You guys are not the most popular. You're the loud minority of the group in Call of Duty, because believe it or not, there's 4.5 million players actively playing a week on PlayStation alone, which was like shown a couple weeks ago. And that is something that I try to bring up. Like, you are just loud. You are not the majority of people that buy these games and hop on every other hour during the weekend or something of that nature. Like, trust me, it's going to be shown that people are going to be playing on this week. When it releases on that weekend of, people are going to buy the game. There's no even question about it. Like, there's going to be people that justify the price that they don't really care much. The people that are loud and like I said, more right in saying they don't want to be a sheep to this franchise, I get it. But you guys are not loud enough to be heard from those people. Just my opinion.
People are going to see it as a money grab. Already on the replies of the tweets, you're seeing the people kind of turn a little bit, which doesn't take much on Twitter.
Oh, they're turning.
Oh, here we go
on
again.
Twitter,
Here's
anyways.
Activision doing their thing again. And you're just going to start to lose people every time. Now, again, with announcing this so early and the game we're going to get more information in July, it allows people to kind of just start yapping out there where,
100%.
The remaster rumor,
I'm yapping here.
There's this, there's that. We have no real information. So we only know that there's going to be a port and they're going to work on PS5 servers. That's all.
Like, I get that. I get it. I get what you're saying. For them to change prices on Xbox, it seemed like they're kind of going in that direction of pricing for the next one. I could be wrong. It is not confirmed on anything. But a lot of the times, leaks come out, and more times are right on the window or close to it. And it might have swayed their opinion that, like, when they announced the pricing, maybe all this controversy makes them swing. It might not. I think Activision is going to try to test this community. Like, if you don't think Activision is willing to test this, is shocking and appalling to me, because Activision is willing to pull that trigger, and people are not realizing that enough. And it is going to become to a point where, if they don't do a bundle where it's an actual discount, I think there's going to be a lot of people not willing to buy this game. But there's also going to be the casual fan base, the people that played, like the fucking 30-year-olds, the 27-year-old me. Like, I'm going to hop on and play it. And like, I'm talking about the people that are on the fence here, or that are like, it depends on the price, I'll probably get it. Someone that does content, I'm justifying this because of content. Not because, if I'm sitting there not making content on this stuff, I'm not justifying the price. I'm not. Some games I don't get a lot of the times. If I'm kind of like on the fence, and if it doesn't seem like something that I will enjoy, I don't oftenly get it until like there's a sale or something of that nature. But in this scenario, I make content around FPS games, and it happened to be one of the most popular things talked about at the moment, and that is Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 port.
So I think the one thing that I will say to, I don't want to say defend, because let me keep going on my negative list here. I think
go to the negative first.
That you cannot do the DLC. Here's my hope. If you want to charge $40 for each game, I guess I don't want to be mad. I'm going to be mad at it, but I don't want to be mad at it because people are going to buy it.
Yes.
Twitter is not the world. People go
100%, like I said,
BO2 PS5 port. They'll buy it right away. Let's just be
100%.
honest.
True.
And it's going to sell like hotcakes out there.
No, 100%.
But the one thing that I would recommend is please do some sort of DLC free. Like, reward the people for buying this again for $40. If they're going to spend 40 on each and spend 80 total, please give the DLC, and please give the camos for free, because I don't want this port to be not future proof, because we know what happens with these older Call of Duties. If you guys don't know, when back in the day there was map packs, if you bought a map pack and your buddy didn't buy a map pack,
you split.
You couldn't play together.
Yeah.
And so I just think at this point it's been long enough let all the map packs kind of be free to people.
That's what I was saying with the map packs. If they add this and justify not putting the map packs in the price into the base game, it splits the player base so much to the point where if you're wanting to play in a friend and you have the map pack on, you would have to disable the map pack and not be able to play the map pack, or you won't be able to play with the friend in general. It becomes so infuriating, and we're in 2026 and we realize that map packs now are a worse fucking version of this game, or worse version of the Call of Duties we had back then. I would say that was one of the negatives. I would say the old Call of Duties had were the DLCs and how they would split the player base in half all the time. They do it, and like that's why I felt like now they should automatically give us the DLC. They should not be pricing the DLC. That you're being excessive now.
It's been long enough. Let all the map packs kind of be free to people. I think they did this with the variety map pack in COD 4. Xbox just made it free. So maybe make it where you have to download it, I guess.
Well, that was Xbox,
they're all free.
man.
And that would be so cool.
That was the good version of Xbox back then.
First of all, you'd be getting a game that I said it in the previous video as well. I say that a lot in my videos, but all those DLC maps, a lot of people didn't play them. So it's going to give new life to BO1 and BO2 where
like that, like some people back then could not afford the map packs. Like, no, not many people could afford them. During that time, like even back then, the hobby was expensive still back then. I remember PS3, if PS3 players, like the actual price for the console was like $500, if I'm not mistaken. That's why Xbox 360 like just killed the market, and then they add the fucking subscriptions. But like, or the Xbox Live back then. But literally, I remember just playing Xbox 360, and I'm sitting here, I'm like, as a kid, you sitting there and you're like, I've never gotten to play the DLC because I only had to justify getting live and getting a video game, not getting add-ons to these games. And that was that it was hard for a lot of people to have that conversation with their parents. And now we're coming here the same time. Like the older fellas now have money. Yeah, people are gonna hop on this game. What about the newer generation that wants to experience Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 for the first time? And realize they have to also spend money on the DLC when they played the newer Call of Duties and they all had free DLC with the free maps on the new updates regularly. And they're doing this, and I'm like, this makes no sense. Why would I justify paying this? And there we go again. That is going to be the issue with this game. And we'll see if they change this perspective and they changed their mind, or this was never going to be the case and this was just for the Xbox version, which just seems weird. Why would they price it for this? This is pretty expensive. What are they doing with PlayStation?
People will be like, wow, this almost feels like a brand new game. And then it will maybe lower the noise of like, okay, hey, we spent $40, but hey, we got all the DLC. We didn't play those back in the day. This is actually kind of worth the money. The servers are working properly. And so if that's the case, I think you'll silence the haters a little bit. And the other thing that I
really wouldn't say they're much haters. It's criticism.
Worried about with Call of
Duty in this situation
is the hackers. You know, do we want this? Is this game out of the box gonna run smooth and not hacked? Because
we don't know.
If you're gonna be charging 40 and 40 and 30,
yeah, that's another thing I didn't even bring up. That exactly what he said. Like literally, we're gonna be sitting there paying $80 for both base games, no DLC. And it happens that during that base game, we're going to be playing against hackers in the first week. It's going to gravitate towards a bunch of DLC and people hacking in those DLCs or hacking in the base game itself. And it's going to be coming like, I paid all this money for the game and the servers are just dog water. Like go look at the games that we have now in Call of Duty. Like, do we really trust paying a price tag on an old port?
Season pass, and you can't use the disc that you purchased before.
Yeah.
And then you go in there and a bunch of YouTubers make videos and they're like playing the game, and then it doesn't work. It's hacked.
Yeah.
Then there's a problem. You know, that again, reputation is going to be squashed day one. It's going to be like, wow, they charged an arm and a leg, and then on top of it, they can't fix the hacker problem.
Yeah, the people are not like, people do not understand this. It's so fucking funny. There's so many people on PS4 that are gonna be playing on this with jailbreaking PS4s, finding a way to use hacks in this game, and it's going to be ironic. Give it a couple days, and it's gonna be hacker straight central. And if they don't make amends to ban these people or do something to detect this, the price tag is not worth it.
What it seems like, I read an article with Insider Gaming, I think. They're predicting that these servers should run okay. Like, they shouldn't have hackers. I don't know if they know the Call of Duty community, but
they don't.
If that's the case, I might be okay with it. Okay, so with all that to say,
there's a lot of ifs
this was a
for me to be okay about this price.
This was a conversation last night. I think the summary of this whole thing is, don't copy the pricing of that. Don't copy Xbox pricing. I like to see there get another update.
Yeah, that's the funny thing is Activision. You know the funny thing is, Xbox is owned by Activision. Who the fuck? That is gonna be the prices for probably PlayStation as well. Especially with how they're actually now backing down from PlayStation, and because PlayStation's kind of going more on exclusive route again, and it seems like Xbox is kind of doing the same. There's going to be some controversy and kind of like competitiveness in their prices. So we'll see. It might be the same here, or it might be a little different. We don't know.
If you're gonna keep that pricing of 40 per game, please release the DLC for free. Let everybody kind of experience.
Yeah, I'm
that
fine
again.
with that.
It'll be this huge revival of the Black Ops community, where right now the Black Ops name is just so in the garbage. So yeah, what do you guys think though? I think that this will still sell like crazy.
It's going
even
to.
If they don't listen to a word I said, but
they
feel
know
like
that.
As a YouTuber that loves
that's
Call
the
of Duty,
problem. They
makes
know
videos
that.
on Call of Duty. I wanted to give you my opinions and say, I don't think that pricing is the way you should go. If you want to bring positive sentiment, we are on a roll here. MW4 positive. Black Ops 1 and 2 port positive. Let's continue the momentum here.
Yeah, like if you're going to listen to feedback, Activision also needs to go in the same boat here. If Modern Warfare 4 and the devs look like they're more gravitating towards listen to feedback again, there's new development teams, new higher ups over there at Infinity Ward, changing things around. Activision needs to do a same sentiment here, is give and show. Activision needs to show the community that for once, we are listening and we're caring for you guys. I've never for 1 second believed Activision is ever going to do that. And this is why I said the same thing. I was excited for the port, but I was always skeptical about pricing because Activision has always been a greedy son of a bitch. Always.
Drop the games. Keep the $40 price tag for each. Give us the DLC. Let us play the game over July, August, September, October. And then we have MW4, and then we got 3 Call of Duties that we can play. And guess what, guys? Call of Duty Activision, you guys win because there's positive wording out there around Call of Duty for the first time in 5 years. So I think that's my rant done for the day. Call of Duty, if you see this,
yes,
please change that. I know it's not confirmed, and I know that's Xbox pricing.
But the funny thing is, yeah,
listen,
it's Xbox, but
that's what the PlayStation's going to be too.
Yeah,
so
100%.
My plea is change this in the comments down below, guys.
We 100% believe this is what the pricing is.
Will you still buy this game if it's $80 for both? Or is this going to like turn you off right away? Because I think in the comments down below, they read these comments. So put your word out there. And I think that's it. I mean, guys, there's
like I agree. Like having a $50 price point for a whole bundle of the whole game, that would be a godsend. That would make me so fucking happy. Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, DLC for just $50 in that bundle. God. But knowing Activision, I would take the $40 each base game with the DLC. So Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 would be $80 with the DLC. I would generally purposely buy Black Ops 1 first, experience Black Ops 1 for the first time, and then hop on Black Ops 2. Just to experience that again. And a lot, that is another thing. Nostalgia is playing a big part of why people are going to buy this shit, even at the price it's going to be at this moment. And I truly say this, anybody out there is on the fence about these prices, spread the word out, actually make noise, actually fucking tell this company, because I know, even though it won't really, see, this is where it comes to negative Nancy from an Activision perspective. They know if they leave this price the way it is, they're still going to make millions off this, or like hundreds of thousands, I would say. But I generally believe this. I feel like there's going to be, like, generally on how many people play Call of Duty nowadays, I generally believe there's going to be 1 million copies sold. I generally believe that for both games, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. And they know they can make fucking millions of dollars off this fucking game if they put a $40 price tag on each one and then the DLC. They're trying to fucking money grab the hell out of this port. And it's just sad. It's like, oh, you lost so much money. Let's do this. Let's be let's be lazy and do this. That's where it's coming off now. Because a lot of people said, we don't mind a port. I'd rather have the port than a remaster, which I to agree to an extent to a lot of people and their opinions. But now that point of being a port and now them using this as a price point, starting to become a fucking just a money heist at this point. It was like, I still thought it was a money heist before other people's opinions on this, it being a port. But still, I still think they need to change this. I don't want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'm very annoyed by this a little bit. Even though I'm probably going to get one of these games, but I'm not going to get them back to back. That's another thing. If it was $50, I would justify going all out and buying both of it on the same day, if they done that. But if it's like, it's the Xbox pricing. The Xbox owns fucking Activision right now. At this moment, dude. So, like, that is where I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this, and it's like, bro, if it's Xbox pricing, it's going to be PlayStation pricing. If they don't change this, we'll see how many people will actually buy the game. But I feel like regardless of what I say, what TDog says, or what Twitter, or what YouTube, or any social media talks about this, they know they're going to make as much money as possible, and they're going to do what they want. That's Activision, man. So we'll see what they do. I'm very curious on what you guys think. I understand this is not confirmed fully, but at this point, it's Activision. Are we really surprised by these prices? But anyway, guys, in the comment section, how you guys feel about this in the comments about all of this pricing? What do you guys think they should price? Do you care about the pricing that much? I know I see on Twitter there's pricing was like, I don't really care about the price. I'm still gonna end it anyways. And I've seen a lot of that on Twitter too. So there's a lot of sentiment between this pricing. So I'm very curious on where you stand and all of this. As always, guys, this is Links. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.